so we are starting a new video today. This is part 2. Last time we finished the blazer mock-up and pattern, and this time we will be working on the skirt pattern. So I will basically just be making the pattern for the skirt in this one, and we can actually get started on it. Let's get started. Okay, to start off, I folded it because this is closer to the length of what I'll actually want. I'm going to probably fold it again and then trace it out. And then I'm going to extend this waistband and also trace that out. And hopefully that'll make the right length. This also needs to quite literally be cut in half so I can make the two different fabrics. But let's break it down here first. 3 of the pleats are the silvery material, which in some of the cosplays I've been seeing other people doing, they make it about half of the pleats. So I'm gonna count how many are here to start. Each of these columns is a pleat. I'm just gonna put a line on top of each one. And then let's make it end here. So it'll hopefully not take up the entire half won't be silver, because in this photo you can see the front is still very clearly mostly plaid. It's just a little bit of the side that has this. I had to turn back on the light to see what I was doing, but this drawing it out on this is simplifying it a lot, and I think it's going to help a ton when it comes down to sewing this. I realized my pattern says cut 2, which means I need to redraw. So we have 16 pleats. I'm left-handed, aren't I? Waistband is just here. Center front, center back. Close I want it to get. So to start off, I'm just going to make these 4 right here silver. I have to style a wig for a cosplay tomorrow, but I cut it up. I feel like I'm gonna need more pleats than this. I don't know, that's just me. We'll see when we get there. But I added this little extra piece of paper right here that represents like a seam allowance. I'm gonna cut out the red fabric represents the accent silver fabric, like it does right here. So I'm going to be cutting some of this and then cutting the longer bit in the muslin, and then we will sew it together. I also have to put all the markings on it. Alright, both pieces are cut, and now I'm going to trace these markings onto them. I'm going to put this together on the wide stitch on my machine now, so it can easily be torn apart when I need to alter it. Look who loves his pile of fabric scraps too. Like, he freaking loves when I just make a little pile of these on the ground and he just sleeps on them. Alright, we have all of this fabric here that is going to be pleated into the skirt. I'm going to do something incredibly lazy, and I'm not gonna iron them first. And I know that sounds incredibly lazy, but this is just a mock-up, so I just need to see how it fits and how it sits. Pleats are actually so satisfying though. Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna actually sew this all together. This looks so atrocious right now, but the good thing is it looks like it'll fit. Okay, so I think this does need to be tightened a little bit, but I am going to leave it a little bit loose because I think once there's 2 layers and like there's interfacing and stuff, it will be a bit tighter. So here is the mock-up. This is my very messy mock-up. I obviously need to make the waistband 2 different colors to match up with the pleated skirt. Okay, so I just folded these, so this will hopefully be like almost knee-length shorts, and then I'll cut them down to fit the thigh highs. How to piece these together. Okay, so here's all the pieces to the thigh highs. I'll be sewing in the hearts last. I'm going to leave this side unstitched on each of these two front pieces so I can tuck the heart into there. Okay, I basted together the edges and zigzag stitched the things I'm sure about. But here's what the shorts look like. I'm gonna have to tear them apart where I basted it so then I can put those pieces for the thigh highs on. But just for the sake of like length and stuff, I wanted to try these on. So I'm gonna do that, but they're see-through, so I'm not gonna show you guys. And that's what I mean by like a really sturdy waistband. I'm really glad I tried them on because you guys can see they're like right here. Proper thigh length of like right here. Okay, I cut them and now they're sitting where I want them, right here. Alright, next up, she has these little like heart details on the top of the thigh highs. I keep saying thigh highs because we're not truthfully making thigh highs, but you know, on the top of the thigh highs, and they're like a light pink with a dark pink border, and I'm gonna make those and then sew those on top. Okay, I look crusty because it's Sunday and I'm resting before I work tomorrow, but I'm going to do some hand sewing now to sew the hearts onto the thigh highs. But before I do that, I'm actually going to sew, so how I'm going to do it, I'm going to sew the purple thigh highs together and then do the hand sewing of the hearts on. Shorts like this right now, waistband, waistband, once they're sewn together, there's the shorts. I also do need to bring in towards the bottom once I have the other leg on. So I'm going to do that, but I need to fix that other panel first. Okay, so the hearts are sewn onto the front. Now I just need to make sure the edges are nice and even. Because as you can see here, they are not lined up, and this is a craftsmanship project. We do not want that. I take off this one heart and give it a redo because it's not even. So yeah, I'll take the extra time to do that because it's a craftsmanship project, so it will be taking me a little bit longer, but I want to finish this tonight. Thigh highs are done. I will show you guys. I double checked everything was aligned. That's what I spent most of tonight doing actually. And that both the hearts were even. So this 3D texture, my camera died, but you can see here, this is not sewn down to create this like texture effect, if that makes sense. So it makes it seem more 3D because I'm a sewing girl and not a foam girl. So yeah, here's what they look like. So they include feet parts because if you look at her design, it's like sandals over the thigh highs. So it's kind of like they have to look like socks. So I went with that. The next piece of this will be the pleated skirt, where we're going to work from the bottom up and then do like the little accessories last, if that makes sense. Opposite direction from how we did the patterns. Excited to start on those next couple. Check out the link in the description of this video too. I've been making like blog posts as I make this, so you guys can get a little bit more insight, or it's just a little bit more direct how I worked on this, because my vlogs are intended to be chaotic. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!